Hi humans, my name is Nico. Welcome back to Backseat Fighters. Back to Backseat Fight. That's... Oh, I need to figure out a better way to say that. This is just going to be a quick video today because it's beautiful sunshine, I'm very warm, and I'm going to go to the park to play with my friends. Today we're looking at UFC 240, which is happening this weekend in Edmonton and is headlined by Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar for the Featherweight Championship. In this video I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the fights in the main card and give you my predictions of who I think is going to win, how they're going to do it, and in what round. Juicy. Quick disclaimer, a lot of the fighters on this card are actually quite hard to pronounce and I haven't had the time to go and research how to pronounce them properly, so instead you're going to get my best guess. And first off we have Marc-Andre Barriault versus Krzysztof Jotko. Please tell me how badly I pronounced those names in the comments down below. Now a great solution if you don't know how to pronounce a fighter's name is to use their nickname. Unfortunately Jotko doesn't seem to have one, which is very selfish. Barriault on the other hand does have a nickname and it is Power Bar. Yes, yes it is. Now on the surface this one looks pretty simple to me. Jotko gets knocked out and Barriault knocks people out. But Barriault has only had one fight in the UFC organisation and he lost via decision. Jotko had actually lost 3 in a row before picking up the victory in his last fight. I'm banking on that maybe making him a little bit complacent, and when you combine that with the fact that Barriault is sure to want to make a statement after his lackluster debut, my bet is that our guy Power Bar picks up the victory via knockout in the 3rd round. Next up we have Olivier Mercion versus Armen Sarukian. Honestly, this is a tough one for me to be objective about because I really do love Mercion. I mean, his nickname is the Canadian Gangster. You can't ask for more than that. And if you were to ask for more than that, I know what you'd ask for. You'd ask for him to wear a bum bag and have an awesome little mustache, wouldn't you? His opponent, Sarukian, is another guy who was dominant before coming to the UFC but then lost his UFC debut. However, he lost his debut via decision to a very tough opponent in Islam Makhachev. I hope I'm wrong, but if Mercion can't get the finish, he tends to lose decisions, so I'm going for Sarukian to win via decision. Next up, we've got Jeff Neal versus Nico Price. What did my voice just do? Why did I do that? Next up, we have Jeff Neal versus Nico Price. That was better. This one will not be going to a decision. In fact, if you look at each fighter's last 8 fights, they have gone to a decision a combined total of once. I expect this one to be a fun and frantic back and forth, and while conventional wisdom might predict a knockout, they're both kind of tough guys and they have more in their bag than just striking. So I'm actually predicting someone's going to get hit with a big shot and then it will be followed up on the ground and victory will come via submission. I could honestly see this fight going either way, but I think Nico Price is a bit more wild, so I'm expecting Jeff Neal to stay a bit more composed and pull out the win via submission in the 2nd round. The co-main event of the evening is Cris Cyborg versus Felicia Spencer. For so many years, Cyborg seemed untouchable, indestructible, and then she lost her last fight to the GOAT, Amanda Nunes, in one of the most tense fights I have ever watched. Apologies on that note to my neighbours for screaming so loudly at 5 in the morning. Sometimes when an unbeatable monster like that gets knocked out, their chin, their confidence, their heart are never the same. And honestly, this might be the case with Cyborg, but Spencer's not the one to exploit that. She's a talented fighter, but she doesn't like being pressured, and Cyborg is all about the pressure. Spencer is going to be terrified of Cyborg's power. Cyborg wins this one in round 1 via murder. And finally, the main event is Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar, and I cannot wait. Everyone loves both of these guys, and for good reason. They are entertaining fighters, they're fun, they're humble, and they are damn talented. So fresh off of Max Holloway failing to become a 2-division champ, he is now back defending his featherweight belt against another man trying to do that exact same feat. Frankie Edgar was of course the lightweight champion, so even though Max Holloway is a lot bigger than him, that is nothing new to Frankie the Answer Edgar. This is going to be non-stop action. Both of these men push a crazy pace and they usually have a stamina advantage over their opponent. And even though in his last outing Poirier proved to be too much for Max Holloway, Vegas are still giving respect to the champ. Holloway is opening up as a massive favourite in this fight, and honestly, I don't think that's right. Look, first of all, I expect this to go all 5 rounds because both guys are tough as hell and both of them have a gas tank to match that heart. With Frankie being such a huge underdog, I definitely think it's worth putting some money on him. Because while I think Max does deserve to be the favourite, I certainly don't see this being one-sided and Frankie always has a shot. Never underestimate just how much he wants this and how powerful that drive can actually be in these kind of fights. However, I predict that Max does win. I think he's going to fight smart. I think he's going to manage the distance and get the win by unanimous decision via lots of fun back and forth exchanges, multiple ovations from a grateful crowd, and ultimately probably the fight of the night bonus as well. So that's how I see this one going. Let me know if you think I'm incredibly wrong or incredibly right or just incredible. Enjoy the card if you are staying up to watch it. If you're doing something else, I hope you enjoy that too. Thank you for watching this wee video. Be sure to follow Backseat Fighters on social media. I've been Nico. I will continue to be so. Stay strong, show love. I'll see you soon.